It is always eventful when these two go toe-to-toe. Not a lot of love lost between Cardiff City and Leeds United, who both have eyes on a return to the Premier League at the end of this season. For Cardiff, 3 points separate them from the playoff places. For Leeds, they walk out into this hostile atmosphere in fourth. Josh Bowler, one of two changes to the Cardiff side that started their last league game at Queen's Park Rangers on New Year's Day. Colin Grant also comes back into the side after injury. Melier, one of three changes from Leeds' last league game when they swept aside Birmingham 3-0. How many times Patrick Bamford has watched that FA Cup goal back this week? The last time these two managers went head-to-head, the opening weekend of the season, in which Leeds scored a 95th minute equaliser in what was a first game in charge of their new clubs for both. Crackling atmosphere here, as you would expect. Cardiff unbeaten in the last 6 league meetings between the two sides, but there could be an early opportunity for Leeds here. Bamford having a go, drags his effort wide. He's made a difference since he's been able to start games for Leeds. Patrick Bamford, he was forced wide there, but wasn't too far away. So it's perhaps the Leeds have settled into their stride a little quicker here this afternoon. Here's Junior Furper, managing to ride his way past a couple of challenges. And Somerville, still Somerville. He rolls the ball across and Bamford can sweep it home. And Leeds have got themselves in front. 13 minutes on the clock. Not quite as spectacular as that goal in the FA Cup, but they all count the same. Somerville refused to give up. He just kept on going, and then the ball broke so kindly for Bamford right in front of goal. And it's 3 goals in 3 games for him now. And credit to Somerville, who just kept on going. Leeds strike first here. This big game in South Wales. I imagine Bullock won't be too happy with what he's seen from his side so far here this afternoon. They've taken just 1 point from their last 3 league games here. And it's Leeds who are making the running so far this afternoon. Ball threaded through and a chance to make it two here, kept out by Alnwick. Good save to deny Bamford. He really will feel that he should have got his second of the game right there. Threaded through wonderfully well by Dan James. Just struck a combination of the keeper's leg and arm. Can someone spark Cardiff into life here? Here's Bowler. Possession well won back by Kamara, who's driving Leeds forwards here. Somerville pushes it across, and Dan James says thank you very much. Oh, he'll enjoy that goal, the former Swansea boy. And Leeds double their lead here this afternoon. They've been a cut above Cardiff so far today. And again, Crescencio Somerville playing a huge part, but it was Kamara who won possession back. And he found Somerville, who put it on a plate for Dan James, and he was never going to miss from there. And Leeds are cruising here this afternoon down in Cardiff. 9th goal of the season for Dan James. Leeds 2 goals up. Days have been particularly enjoyable for Leeds in recent weeks. They've lost each of their last 3. Signs are that they're going to get the job done here today, unless Cardiff can mount some kind of response. Doesn't look likely thus far. Ruta, a chance to strike first time. He was leaning back. Leeds fans admiring the play from their side here this afternoon. It was there to be hit. Just couldn't quite shape his body in a way that would allow him to hit the target. Farke's still looking as if he wants more from his team. Here's Archie Gray. Now James gets it back here, Leeds with a real confidence. Forwards looking for James, who lifts it over Alnwick, and it comes back off the crossbar. Agitative play by Leeds United, and it so nearly brought them a third goal. This clip from Gray. James's pace, he was always going to get there. Just came off the top of the crossbar, but Leeds are having some fun here this afternoon. They'd like to find a third just to increase their levels of comfort. Pushes it out wide. Still time for Cardiff here. Can they get one back? It's a tame effort. Renomota should have made much more of that. Elliott has had barely a thing to do here in this second half, and that perhaps sums up Cardiff's afternoon. Tame and tepid from the substitute, Andy Renomota. First time by Bamford. Leeds in again here, and it's tipped over by Jack Alnwick. Really should have been a third for Leeds. Ruta denied. It took a huge deflection, didn't it, which fell so kindly for Ruta. And in the end, the hand was strong enough from the Cardiff keeper. Corner whipped in. Still haven't got it away. Ruta goes down, and the referee points to the penalty spot. Little hesitation from Oliver Langford, the referee. Ruta in some pain there. We'll get a better look at what happened here. He was caught by McGuinness. Leeds now will have the opportunity to get their third goal of the afternoon. Will be Crescencio Somerville. 11 goals in his last 17 games. Can he find another hit? Up he steps, and it comes back off the post. Hope still for Cardiff here this afternoon. That surely would have wrapped up the points. But instead, it comes back off the frame of the goal. That be the moment that sparks Cardiff into life here this afternoon. Could just get one. Give them belief. Bodies in the box here. Chance for a strike at goal. Deflected behind for a corner. Tanner able to turn inside. What can they conjure up from this set piece? Have to find something quickly, but it's poorly executed, and Ruta can clear it away. And here's James for Leeds. They'll do well to catch him. It's still James, forces it out wide to Somerville. Bamford calling for it to come his way. He leaves it to Ruta. Game over. Ruta makes it 3. And it's going to be a fantastic 3 points on the road for Leeds United. It was a brilliant breakaway. Dan James's pace taking him clear of the Cardiff defence. He pushed the ball across goal. And then Somerville pulling it back. Bamford may have been the intention, but Bamford aware that Ruta was better positioned to make something of it. He's had a fine afternoon, Dan James. He got Leeds his second. He plays a big part in their third. And Somerville as well, having a hand in all 3 of Leeds' goals this afternoon. Big goal that as well. for Jorginho Ruta, which came at the end of the game to wrap up this victory for Leeds United and Daniel Farke's team here this afternoon. It was a first goal in 9 games since the end of November for Jorginho Ruta. Patrick Bamford had set them on their way to their victory when he put them in front with his 3rd goal in as many games as early as the 13th minute. Dan James on the score sheet as well. A fine afternoon's work for Leeds. It could have been better for them, but Crescencio Somerville put a penalty against the post. Daniel Farke's side have got the job done here this afternoon and got it done in style, beating Cardiff City by 3 goals to 0.